that activate Windows watermark is crazy. I gotta put like a VTuber over that or something, man. Or just pay for Windows. But why would I do that, bro? That shit's nuts. Won't be me. Won't catch me getting finessed. I recorded the audio for this before, but I didn't like it. It was dog shit. The commentary was dog shit, dry. So I'm gonna try to spice it up a little bit. SCORN is probably gonna end up being one of the top 5 games that I played this year by the end of it. God of War is obviously gonna be the first. You know what I'm saying? Like November 9th, bro. Be there on stream. And fuck, that's so bad. But anyways, this game is an absolutely immaculate experience. Everything this game has to offer, except for the combat, is amazing. I'm gonna go over the positives first, because going over the negatives first kind of gave like a little shitty tone to the video. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna go with the positives. Now, the world, environment, setting, tone, and atmosphere. I don't know if I should have separated those, but I'm just gonna slap them all fucking together. This game, the world, the atmosphere, the setting, the tone, the fucking environment, all of it is amazing. It's something you've never seen before in any game. The whole world is inspired by the same motherfucker who inspired the Alien series. I don't remember the motherfucker's name, and I'm not gonna search it up because I don't fucking care. I'm not gonna lie to you. But just know the same artist that gave inspiration to the Xenomorphs in the Alien franchise, they also took inspiration from that and brought it into this game. And the world of SCORN is, like I said, something you've never seen and you never will see. This game is fucking disgusting, head to toe, start to finish, disgusting. But it's also very beautiful in a weird way. The graphics are absolutely amazing, even on a mid-tier PC that I have. Absolutely amazing graphics. And fuck, man, where was I going? The world in general is great. I don't really know how to really express it and explain it. I feel like it's one of those games that you really just have to play for yourself, because it's so hard to really, at least for me personally, it's so hard to explain this game, because even after finishing it, I still can't really tell you what the fuck is going on. And that is another positive of this game. Not really the story, because I still don't, like I said, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but the game keeps you on the edge of your seat and locked in from start to finish. The game's only 5 hours long, which to me is a positive, because not everything has to be a 120-hour RPG, you know, like the Assassin's Creed games and shit. Not everything has to be a big-ass open-world RPG. And this game does it perfectly. Nearly perfect. 5 hours, it's short, and it keeps you going. It keeps you locked in, and the world, it keeps you asking yourself, what the fuck is going on? What am I? You play as some disgusting human-like thing, like literally a thing. I don't know how else to explain it. A human-like fucking disgusting thing. That's it. And it just keeps you on your toes, thinking what the fuck is going on, and you just keep playing, you keep playing, you keep playing, and then we get to a negative. Once you feel like it really starts going, and you're starting to kind of piece together some things, and you feel like you're kind of understanding, that's when it kind of kicks you in the fucking face and says, game done, roll the credits. The end of the game kind of feels like it's just getting started. And then it ends. And that's one of the negatives of the game. But I hope they drop like a DLC or a sequel. Because if they just have SCORN be this one-off game and end it here, an extreme waste of potential, money, and time. because the world, like I said, the biggest positive I can talk about is the world. It's disgustingly beautiful. And another positive, what I would consider the main core gameplay of the game, aside from walking around and exploring the world, is the puzzles. There's not much to say. The puzzles are gonna piss you off. They pissed me off, and I felt like an absolute dumbass. But once finishing the puzzles, you get that same kind of sense of accomplishment, like you just defeated a boss in Dark Souls, you know? So the game is well worth a play, even if you're shit at puzzles. I'm not too good at puzzles, but I got through it and it was well worth it. Now, the last positive I have to talk about, or at least the last positive that I felt was really necessary to hone in on and talk about, is the sound design. Now, I'm not saying the OST is an absolute banger. You know, there's no anime opening fucking bangers in this. Like, but the sound design, the sound that plays when you're just walking around in this disgusting world, you're hearing shit and you're thinking it's an enemy, but it's not. It's just a disgusting piece of fucking shit on the wall. Like literally like a moving piece of shit on the wall. And the music that kind of plays every time you enter a new section of the world, come across a new enemy, or like when you're going from one section entering the next and you see like a nice big layout of the landscape and the music there, the sounds from you walking and running around, the sounds from you switching weapons, it's this gross fucking ass sound. The sound design is absolutely impeccable. And if you feel like you're a gamer who really appreciates the sound, like for example, when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, when I was galloping on my horse through the rain, or even if it wasn't raining and there was like a puddle, and you would hear, even though it was a split second, you would hear your horse gallop through the puddle. It's very subtle, it's very slight, it's not a big deal, but it's the type of thing that you will pick up on, because a lot of games kind of just skip out on it and they don't really pay attention to that. So once you hear those small details and you notice them, it kind of gives you a new appreciation for whatever game gave enough of a fuck to really hone in on the sound design. Now, the last negative of SCORN has got to be the combat. It's not the weapons or the enemies in particular or the system itself. The combat, it doesn't feel like it needed to be in the game. If the game didn't have combat, I felt like it would have been a better game. Even though it would have been like a walking simulator and you're kind of walking around just doing puzzles, I feel like that was a better direction to go than bringing in the combat. The combat feels like you don't need the combat for this game to continue being what it is. The combat kind of just takes away from the experience of the game. So if they do DLC or a sequel, they obviously won't take the combat out, but at least develop it more so it feels like it's something that the game needs and not something that the developers felt they needed to add to appeal to a wider audience. I feel like if they take the combat out, the game just gets 10 times better, because the world is amazing and the combat kind of just takes you out of that, and you don't really want that. But this is already way longer than I wanted it to be, so if you have access to a PC that can play the game, or an Xbox, it's on Game Pass, bro. There's no excuse. You don't even have to pay the full price. It's on Game Pass. I know if you have an Xbox, you already have Game Pass. Just play the fucking game, bro. Stop being a baby back bitch. It's not scary and it's worth your time. Alright? So, fucking play it, bro. Fucking play it. Make the numbers go up. I want a fucking sequel.